Hey, Mark here from Whole Latte Love. We got Todd who's with us. He's going to run the camera for us as we go through the Gaggia Velasca.
Hello, everybody. Just so you know, I'm back here.
There you are. Very nice, super automatic espresso machine. Makes espresso, long coffees. You can do lattes, cappuccinos, and more. What we're going to do in this video is just kind of go through the machine. We'll show you the menu system, how that works, all the parts and pieces. And I think we'll make an espresso from there. So we're going to start up top on the Velasca.
Yep. And just so y'all know, we're going to have lots of videos that dig into all sorts of other things.
Right. So we'll have very specific stuff. So up top, cover to the bean hopper. So your beans go in here, the grinder's down here. Grind size adjustment is right here. So use this tool to adjust the grind size. Now I'm adjusting it coarser now, which is fine to do at any time. But if you're going to make finer adjustments, you should do that one step at a time through a coffee, and then make another adjustment, that kind of thing. Now what we suggest with grind size is to use a finer grind setting, because I don't have beans in here right now, I can't go all the way. Finer grind setting for espresso, coarser grind setting for longer coffees. And a longer coffee is just a taller one. So let's
take a look at the bypass doser.
Oh, yes, I always forget the bypass doser. So up top also we have a bypass doser. So use the scoop, that same tool we were just using to adjust the grind. You can scoop in pre-ground coffee into here, just one scoop at a time. And then brew normally. A lot of people use that for decaf.
And you're going to want to use an espresso grind, not a coarse grind, not drip coffee grind. It won't work.
So front of the machine, our steam wand. It's an auto frothing wand, so that'll create a nice milk froth for you. Down below that, we have two drawers that slide out, our water reservoir and our used coffee drawer. So the used coffee pucks end up in here. Let me just show you what those look like, because there's one in there. So they look like that. So that's a coffee that gets brewed and then automatically popped out into there. The machine will tell you when it's time to empty those. You always do want to empty this drawer when the machine is on, so it realizes that that's taken place. It'll also tell you when you're out of water. This machine does have an available water filter. It's the Mavia Intenza Plus. Looks like this. We do suggest that you use one of these. It'll keep the machine running better, give you better tasting coffee. It removes chlorine, also softens the water to help prevent scale buildup. So, let's look at the side here. So on the side, pull that used coffee drawer out a little bit, then you can pull this door open. And inside of here we have the brew group. So a little tray underneath. Brew group pops out like this. This is where all the coffee brewing happens.
This is your mini barista.
Mini barista inside the machine. Maintenance on this. Every few months there's more involved maintenance where you clean it and use some lubricant that comes with the machine, but on a daily or every other day kind of basis, you just take this over to the sink. Don't use soap on it, just rinse it off under running water, let it dry. And once it's dry, you can pop it back in the machine. Just got to make sure it lines up on the tracks there, and it should lock in.
Yeah, always give a little pull, make sure it locked.
That goes back in, so we'll close her back up. Pull the machine around a little bit, we'll turn it on. So one power button, which is when the machine is off, it just flashes red there, so we'll push that on. Now the buttons here, got the espresso lungo, down below that. This is where we adjust coffee strength, and if you watch the display here, that's how we use a bypass doser. We're gonna see the little scoop there, and as we pop up through, we have 5 different coffee strengths. It's just gonna grind more coffee, the more beans you have there, and give you a stronger cup. We suggest if you're making espresso, fine grind, full strength, right?
Without question.
Right. Over on the other side, this is where we would select if we're going to make a milk-based drink. We'd push the steam button. If we want to get hot water out of the machine, if we want an Americano, we're going to make some tea or oatmeal, you can use it for that too. You press this button, you get hot water out of the steam wand. And then the menu button. So let's go into the menu. Now when you're in the menus, you're going to concern yourself with 4 buttons. You see the little extra icons on these 4 buttons. So this takes you back. This says there's a selection, and then you go up and down. So we'll go in the menu, and now we're going to use these 2 buttons here to go up and down through the different menu items.
While you're in here, why don't you just set the coffee temperatures and show them how to do that?
Yeah, so we're on coffee temperature right now, so I want to work with that. It shows me a little check button here. I'm going to say, yep, I want to go set some coffee temperature. I have 3 coffee temperatures.
Always set it to max.
We always like max. And once you have what you want, you press the check button again. And it'll save that for next time. And as we go down, we can set a standby time. I'll go in there real quick so you can have the machine will automatically turn off from 15 minutes to that's 180 minutes, 3 hours. So you can decide if you want to automatically shut off for you. I like the 60 minutes, so I'm going to check on that. And we'll go down one more time. Now, water hardness. The machine, let me just show you this real quick. Machine does come with a water hardness test strip. And what you'll do is, the source water you're using, if it's from your tap, you dunk this in, it'll give you an indication of the water hardness. When you get that indication, you hit that check mark here, and then you select if it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4 hardness, which will be represented by these little strips here, and you'd set that. And I believe ours is about a 2, so I'm going to set it there. And then as you go down one more, you can adjust the display contrast here and tell the machine whether you're using a water filter. And what the machine will do, and we don't have a filter in here right now, what the machine will do is between your water hardness and whether you're using a filter or not, the machine will calculate when it's time to descale the machine. So we do suggest using the filter because you'll have to descale much less frequently. But if you do use a filter, tell the machine you're doing that so it doesn't tell you to descale.
And the filter does taste and odor things too, which is nice.
Yes, it has some carbon filtration in there, so it gets rid of the chlorine. So we don't have one in though right now, so we're going to just check that. And we'll go through the rest of these. So this is where you do your maintenance here if you're doing a decalcification. And right here you can reset it to the way it came from the factory. So it would reset all the drink volumes back to where you were. So should we brew an espresso?
Sure. Let's
and program it?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to take our top off here. We've got some coffee Mio Doro coffee that we happen to like a lot. So you just pour your beans in.
It's funny that as we speak, there's an air shipment coming from Australia with that.
Nice.
So it doesn't take any time on a boat. It comes directly here.
So the cover needs to be on. It's a safety feature so that kids don't get their fingers in the grinder there, the machine to operate. So we'll put that on. And so we'll get out of this menu. Oh, so if we want to get out, we can just use this back button here. Now we're back. Now, I do have my grind set to fine. I like the full strength. And I'm going to program the volume that I'm going to get here too. Very easy. It uses a press and hold method on either of these buttons. So I'm just going to press and hold this button. And when memo comes up in the display, you know you're in a programming mode. So what I'm going to do is, here it's grinding the coffee fresh now. And so what it's going to do is now dispense coffee, the espresso, into my cup. When I have the amount I want, I'll just press this button again, and then it will store that amount, and it will give me the same amount next time. Now it's doing a little pre-infusion here, I think. Yep. So that wets the coffee first, pulls more flavor out of it. And I'm going to go for about an ounce, which I know is right about here. So once I have the amount I want, press that check button. And there's my espresso. I'll set that up there for now. Actually, I'm going to have a little drink. It's good.
What about me?
You cut the camera in your hand. So the process would be the same. So you can do like, a larger cup under here. So you get, and you can also do 2 at the same time. If you wanted either 2 espressos or 2 larger cups of coffee, you just press either of these buttons 2 times rapidly. And it's got spouts so that you can put 2 cups underneath if you want.
So if you push the button twice, it'll grind, tamp, and brew, grind, tamp, and brew.
Yes, so it's not like it's just forcing more water through less coffee. You're going to get full strength each time.
Show how the drip tray comes out.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the drip tray. The drip tray is right here. It's got a little indicator here. When it gets full, this red thing will pop up and let you know. It'll float, yes. So you just slide to pull it out. We do like this drip tray. It's nice and large, so it does hold quite a bit. It's got the baffles, so you're not going to get water spilling out all over you.
It is pretty cool when you walk with that. It doesn't spill.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So it just slides in and out. There we go. What else do we need to cover on this?
I think you pretty much covered everything for this video, your basic startup to get it going. But remember, the instructions on these machines are incredible. I've heard a lot of people complaining about instructions on machines. I've read these cover to cover, and they're great.
They are really good. And we do have, check out the other videos, because we'll get into things like, how to make a latte, how to froth, maintaining different parts of the machine, and more.
Yeah, don't forget about our tech support people and all that.
Yes, and if you have questions, you can always we have actual people in the U.S. right here that you can call and get help. We have a great online resource, our support wiki, where you can get more information, including manuals if you happen to lose yours or something like that. We've got PDF versions of the manuals there. So that kind of covers the basics of the Gaggia Velasca. I'm Mark. Todd, thanks for shooting this for us.
My pleasure.
Do check out, if you have a Velasca, check out our other videos for more information. Thanks. Want to learn more? Subscribe now so you'll know about the latest videos on everything coffee from Whole Latte Love.